damn it. Lenegis soldiers.
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Ho! I am Lord Dohalim of Elden Menancia. I command you.
The rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not. If they want to fight, they got one.
Far enough!
Not like you!
Shut him down!
Never fit! Inferno Annihilation!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Shine! Radiant light! Regeneration! Regenerate! Release! Allow me to help. Down on the ground! Elusive deity!
Glacial Spear! Fierce evil! Here goes!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa! This one's mine!
Annihilation!
Smash you!
Flaming meteor!
Not in your dreams!
Breath of life! Heal my weary companion!
Annihilation!
This one's mine!
Corruption! By the power of this one!
No further!
First strike! Hey! Blow them away!
Annihilation!
Flaming meteor!
Begin!
Make it rain!
Death from the wind!
This one's
Allah!
mine!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Harros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
Makes sense.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, they're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
Perfect. And that Mantis. Forceful. Oh.
We're in for a long slog with this one.
Down on the ground!
Annihilation! And again! Here goes! Annihilation!
Radiant light!
These ones can run rings around us!
I could do this all day.
Will this help?
Dragon Shell!
Allow me to help.
Healing circle!
Away! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm on a roll now!
Elusive deity! It's too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it up!
Annihilation! Gemini! House this! Annihilation! Lunar corruption! Annihilation! By the power of
Save you!
go!
Lightning strike! Denied!
shark! Lightning Passageway!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Hey, look at that enemy. It's shot.
We're in for a long slog with this one.
Learn!
Shield and tank! Eat this! Right! Gemini Aqua! Blade and fist! I'm just getting started! Here I go!
Ensnaring command.
Yeah! How about this? To me! This one's yours! Where are you going? There! You're mine!
You picked the wrong fight!
Annihilation!
Captivity! Can't get out of this!
No more playing nice! There! Annihilation! Lunar corruption! Searing tempest! And now I will! Flare tornado! You're not searing tempest! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Going in! Lock! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Now going in! You'll soon see about that! Denied!
Penumbra!
You're mine!
Annihilation! Eat dirt!
Carve through armor! Resonate with the earth!
Hurricane water! Gemini lizard bloom! I never fit! Flaming meteor!
I'm ready! Ikara! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
There's always room for improvement.
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making them stand guard over the Forbidden Zone?
Yeah, we're the
We're in for a long slog with this one!
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough. Inferno crash! Lunar corruption! Winds of heaven! I'm all stopped up! Switch to offense!
This one's mine! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm on it! Talon hurricane!
Lightning supernova! Raging cascade! I can handle it! Healing circle!
Your anything armor is all mine!
In here! Hurricane
Crush you!
I'm only getting started!
Strike! What's this?
Lunar hurricane! I'm all stopped up!
Far enough!
Sleep
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare demolition! Flaming meteor!
Can't get out of this!
Piercing roar!
Not on my watch! A whirling storm!
Keep charging us!
That's what my shield's for! Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Here goes! Dance in the wind!
Eat this! What's this?
Ground and cover!
Watch it!
Lightning!
I'll
Dance in
tear
the
you
wind!
apart!
Air
Talon hurricane!
Hurricane!
I'll crush you!
Oh yeah, it's Instagram, I guess not.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here's a healing
I'm
arm!
on it! Tenebrous Claw!
Will this help? Just what the doctor ordered. This one's mine. Healing circle.
Down!
Burn! Holy land! Lunar corruption!
Super Swallow Dance!
Here's a healing art.
First strike!
Super swallow dance! Where are you going, Lassie?
Eat this! Shattering
Here goes.
pieces!
Attack one!
I can carve through armor! I've let you all down.
Come on! Mega Ray! Crescent Moon! Tiger Blade! I'll bring you back to the depths of this! Magic is there! Freeze, Radiant! Pierce in the wind!
Not done here!
Let me help!
First strike!
Hear my call! Riot power!
Burn in hell!
Now! Ridwell! Frozen! Hammer! I feel sprightlier than before.
Is there anything more magnificent than the musculature of a warrior? Perhaps it is in search of this perfect beauty that I myself am drawn into battle.
Dang.
I need to be stronger.
Hey, what do you say we fight that shining enemy?
Dragon Fire. Here we go. Boss time?
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
It's sometimes sorry for the thing to do its powers that I'll open it.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
So what? It's in Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegis. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.